This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hello, I'm Justin Pizzera with your morning stories from ABC15 Arizona. A suspected serial burglar targeting East Mesa under arrest and authorities using his tattoos against him. Authorities tracking down Justin Sherman after getting tips from the public and matching his ink spotted in surveillance video. Officers say that they've connected him to 4 burglaries and he's suspected in at least 19 others dating back to October. A devastating ending for the family of a 37-year-old, Irene Lovano. Her body was found in a remote area of La Paz County. Her family is now planning to travel there later this morning.
We tried our best looking for her. And we knew that we weren't gonna probably find her alive, but we wanted to find her.
Well, dozens of people searching over the past few days in the West Valley where the car she was in or was last seen in was found. Irene called her family last weekend saying that she had been stabbed in the neck by her boyfriend, George Lara. Irene's body was found with obvious signs of trauma.
My nephews and nieces are without a mom because of his fault. And it's just not fair. And then the way he did, go and throw my sister out there in the middle of nowhere. You don't do that. You don't do that.
So George Lara right there is now the primary suspect in Irene's death. He was already behind bars facing unrelated charges. The family is now planning a candlelight vigil. Now to COVID-19, and as you can see by this map of Maricopa County, the entire county is under high transmission rates. County health leaders and school administrators are now discussing changing guidance on isolation and quarantining inside schools. We expect to learn more about those guidelines on Monday. Those health leaders emphasizing that 1 in 6 COVID-19 cases right now are among children. New research is out on natural immunity to COVID-19. According to the CDC, people who were previously infected with COVID-19 had more protection against the Delta variant than the vaccine alone. But experts say that vaccines are still the safest way to be protected. They also add the study was done before a lot of Americans had received their booster shots, which greatly raises the level of virus-fighting antibodies. It's not clear yet whether the findings will apply to infections caused by the Omicron variant. As the Postal Service works to get deliveries out of those free COVID home testing kits, experts revealing the best way to use them. And in a home with multiple people, those 4 tests, they could go pretty fast. Health experts recommend that taking a test 5 days after exposure, and whether you test again will depend on who is infected in your house.
There's a difference between having someone in your house who's infected and isolating, and then having someone in your house who's infected and, unable to isolate because they're, a child or they need care. And so if they're isolating, then you would just do that one. And if you stay without symptoms, then you would be done. If there's somebody that you're not isolating, then you might repeat that test every few days or so until 5 days after your last exposure.
Well, she also says to consider getting the PCR test if you're able to, since it's possible a home test can produce a false negative. You could just buy a home on wheels. The Great American Road Trip is sticking around.
It's put families and it's put people back into a position where this gives them the opportunity to go out to travel and do things and be safe, really. It's a real thing now. And now that it's in the bigger spotlight, it's not going away. So 2020 was a record year, and last year was double as far as, volumes and things.
So when the pandemic started, the number of RV shipments started picking up, with monthly sales producing record numbers after months of decline. The RV giving families a vacation on wheels while staying safe and social distancing from others. The RV Industry Association says more RVs are expected to ship this year than any year prior.
Time for that most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. Temperatures just slightly lower today than what we saw yesterday, but near average and just shy of 70 in most of our valley neighborhoods. We will hit 70 in Laveen, Goodyear, and Gilbert, but upper 60s for Mesa, Tempe, Deer Valley, and Peoria, and Phoenix too, topping out in those upper 60s. Meanwhile, mid to upper 60s in western Arizona with wind advisories there, gusts as high as 45 miles an hour down the Colorado River. So spots like Bullhead City and Lake Havasu under a wind advisory today and into tomorrow. Highs will reach the 40s and 50s in northern Arizona. We'll see some passing clouds in the valley with more clouds up north today. Then tonight, snow begins to fall in the high country. Light snow possible up there as early as tonight through the weekend. And for the valley, we could see some rain showers as early as tomorrow. But you can see those rainfall amounts looking light, with snow amounts generally light as well, maybe 1 to 3 inches above 7,000 feet. Rain chances kicking in tomorrow for the valley. Snow possible as early as tonight in the high country.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.